7 private companies, over 200,000 policies being split up. It's just the latest efforts all being taken out of Citizens Property Insurance as legislative efforts to lower the risk on the state-backed program that experts say has been spiraling out of control for years. As part of the Office of Insurance Regulation's Depopulation program, nearly 500,000 insurance policies have been approved to leave Citizens Insurance this year, going into effect as soon as late November. It's a small victory, according to one expert, because without depopulating Citizens, no new companies will come to Florida. But with Citizens still growing at a record pace of 30,000 to 40,000 new customers a month, I'm told nobody should expect a miracle cure.
Overall, it's good on the surface. We just don't know how successful depopulation is going to be.
Mark Friedlander with the Insurance Information Institute explains Citizens customers are required to accept a rollover policy from a private insurer if the private policy's premiums are within 20% of Citizens. Citizens customers can decline anything above 20%. The problem lies with the average difference between Citizens premiums and private insurers. That's at 40% right now.
Our take is it's not in the best interest of these companies to offer insurance that is not at actuarially sound rates. But the question is, how many policies will fit that 20% threshold overall of the roughly 500,000 that are designated? Nobody expects all of them to move. The question is, how many will actually be able to move?
That's instructional from the legislature. So all these policies you're seeing being rolled into private companies is exactly what we want them to do.
Speaking with Senator Doug Broxton out of Tallahassee today, he tells me it's a step in the right direction as he's hopeful more companies will come back to the state.
We're paying for millions of dollars of litigation and roof claims, and now the storms from Ian last year. That will filter through the system, and I think we're in a position to see rates come down and have a more robust market in Florida, which has been a chaotic situation for the last several years.
I would be surprised if they're going to offer below market rates in these cases. All key players in this process have made the statements that they don't expect all policies to move. We're just going to have to let it play out.
One of the biggest fears in all of this crisis is if a catastrophe were to hit Florida, say a major hurricane. It could deplete the state's reserves and ultimately lead to a new tax for Floridians and even higher insurance premiums. In Pensacola, I'm Tanner Stewart, WEAR News.